This Florida woman arrested and charged with trying to kill Rihanna. The R&B singer had apparently been on Ortiz's mind for some time.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the up.
Occurred approximately 10 shots heard and an unknown person shouting.
You can see the bullet holes that pierced the singer's front security gate. Her RV, parked inside her property, was also hit.
White Tesla, 10 guns fired from the vehicle.
They all together initially. They actually killed or fend off all other crews to be together. Right? And then you go, the people that become prominent or become a greater focus, they get knocked off in the process.
It was just revealed that the woman who tried to unalive Rihanna and her family with an AR-15 is a trained hitter. And now 50 Cent is warning Rihanna and ASAP Rocky to pack their bags and leave, because whoever ordered this hit might come after them again. And it looks like they took 50's advice, because it's being reported that Rihanna and her family left Los Angeles, although it's not clear if they also left the country. Now at first, people assumed the woman who fired the shots, Ivanna Ortiz, was just some deranged fan and a shizo, but now we're hearing she may have been sent there by someone else. In fact, the police just confirmed they're investigating a second person as a potential accomplice. So was this a bigger plot? And was this mental woman used by someone higher up? What exactly did 50 Cent mean with his warning to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky? Let's break it down. There's been another major update in the Rihanna case, and honestly, the more details that come out, the more questions people have. Because now authorities are hinting that the shooter wasn't working alone. And on top of that, they've set bail at $10.2 million, which usually signals something much bigger and potentially a lot more serious going on behind the scenes. Because in Los Angeles, a bail amount that crosses the 10 million mark is typically reserved for individuals the court believes pose a major risk. Not just someone who might flee, but someone considered a serious public safety threat. For a single incident where no one was physically injured, a 10.2 million bail is extremely unusual. So by setting it this high, the judge could essentially be signaling that investigators believe the woman represents an ongoing danger, not just someone who acted once and is done. Well, it's not being reported that allegedly there was a secondary plan, and another person has been mentioned as a possible accomplice. And then when you add in the detail about the bullet piercing through a wall and the level of precision that was shown, suddenly this case is starting to look a lot more complicated.
No, Rihanna, no. You're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. And everyone knows it. But the way that they want to, that girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me, she's the one who wants to kill me. The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. But this is my heart, Lord, and I am expecting and waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're gonna do and how you're gonna deliver this promise.
Now, first things first, the suspect has officially been identified as Ivanna Ortiz. She has already been arrested, and now multiple videos surfaced from her social media showing her rambling about Rihanna and showing signs of extreme mental instability. So how did this woman, who is clearly severely mentally unwell, was able to get a gun? Was this a hit gone wrong? And was there someone else who used this woman? I mean, we are in false flag season, so you should be eyeing everything with heavy skepticism. And one person who's side-eyeing it is 50 Cent. An insider close to 50 said that he reached out to ASAP Rocky after the shooting to offer his support and advice. And allegedly, 50 believes this wasn't just a random crazy fan, but part of a bigger plot. The insider also shared that 50 advised Rocky and Rihanna to take their babies and go to Barbados because he believes whoever ordered the hit could try again. And there's been heavy speculation that it was was either Roc Nation or one of ASAP's op who hired her. And this isn't the first time 50 Cent has shown support for ASAP Rocky and his family. During Rocky's trial involving ASAP Rocky, 50 Cent said he believed the whole thing was a setup by someone higher up to try and take down Rocky. And he even posted on Instagram saying he believed Rocky would beat the case. Also, while the trial was ongoing, 50 would post clips of testimony and mocked the accuser, implying the story wasn't credible and that the situation looked like someone was just trying to ruin Rocky. And when Rocky was finally acquitted, 50 went back on Instagram celebrating the outcome and reminding people that he predicted the win. But fast forward to now, and this situation has got 50 extremely worried. This time, he didn't post any memes on Instagram or comment publicly. Instead, he apparently reached out to ASAP Rocky personally to warn him he needs to leave the country, at least temporarily. Now, going back to the theory that Ivanna Ortiz was part of a bigger plot, if this was really a paid hit, who could be behind it? Well, some fans are actually speculating that this could have something to do with ASAP's past court case. One person commented, "The plot thickens. I was hoping this was just random, but that 10 million bail has me now thinking we are missing some very important information. The indictment document will provide the public with a bit more information. Makes me wonder if it had something to do with ASAP's court case. There were some characters in that trial that clearly did not like ASAP." And another fan wrote, "This woman is what we call patsy nobody. When a cell is contracted and they get compromised, they have to be caught to keep the anonymity of their employer. That woman was there with her family. Go home and get some juju for your enemies. She's obviously a trained firearms expert." But here's where some people are taking it even further. One user said, "I believe that the people are running scared that we're co-conspirators in the Epstein's case. And there's lots of people that are trying to end loose ends. Celebrities were mentioned. High-profile people were mentioned. And let's not all forget that she was brought over here to sign a contract with Jay-Z." Now, obviously, these are all just speculations. But based on everything we know so far about the thing, there are simply too many things that don't add up. And judging by reactions on social media, most people are convinced Ivanna Ortiz was just a patsy. Some fans are also wondering if this was just a warning. Because if Ivanna Ortiz's goal was to end Rihanna's life, why would she shoot from outside the gate rather than attempt to break it or wait until Rihanna was somewhere outside? And if we're being honest, Ivanna Ortiz perfectly fits a profile we often see in psyops. Someone with unusual social media posts or instability, someone who can be quickly identified and arrested, and someone who can plausibly be portrayed as obsessed with a celebrity. That type of person would be easy to blame and close the case quickly, avoiding deeper investigation. But history shows that sometimes the person we're told is responsible is just the face put on the story, so no one asks bigger questions. For example, after the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963, the alleged hitter, Lee Harvey Oswald, famously said, "I'm just a patsy." Same thing with the John Lennon case in 1980. The case centered on Mark David Chapman, and he was portrayed as a disturbed fan acting alone. But over the years, people have pointed out strange elements: his sudden travel, unusual behavior beforehand, and questions about possible influence or manipulation by someone higher up. And there are many more examples like this, where a mentally unstable person was pushed to take the life of a public figure and was used as a convenient patsy. Now, do we know for a fact this is what happened in the Rihanna case? No, of course not. The investigation is still ongoing, and these are just speculations based on available information. But the point is, the information we do have already doesn't line up with the lone theory, and based on everything we've seen happening lately, you really can't blame people for not immediately believing the FBI narrative. We'll just have to wait and see how this case unfolds. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts on all this. Do you believe that Ivanna Ortiz was just a crazy fan acting alone? Or do you think this is something much bigger? Leave all your theories in the comments below and stay tuned for the next video.